Alright there guys, welcome back to another video. Back at it again at Danz. I gotta do a quick vlog because I'm gonna be going out by my grandma today and tomorrow. So I'm gonna get this done quick and head home and all that other shit. I gotta throw my wrapper here out yet and be a good citizen. So the reason why we're going out by my grandma today is because then we gotta take let her neighbor's dog out because he's going four-wheeling today. So he asked my dad to go let him out, and I'm going with. So then after that, I take it we're gonna get his car out. So his Le Mans, we're gonna get it out. We have to anyway, because my dad puts my grandpa's car, his Le Mans, for sale. So my dad's before I fucking confuse anybody, my grandpa had a Pontiac Le Mans, converted it into a GTO. So I'm gonna call that the GOAT, the GTO. Then my dad's got his Le Mans. My dad has his Le Mans. My dad's getting his Le Mans out, for the summer because it didn't come out last year. And my dad needs to get his spare out of the trunk of his car anyway. My dad needs to do that because the spare that my dad has in the trunk of his car is the factory wheel for my grandpa's car. So he did some thinking, or talking around and thinking. My dad is gonna take the Kragers off of my grandpa's car, off my grandpa's GOAT, and put them on his car. Then my dad's gonna put the factory wheels that came on my grandpa's car when my grandpa bought it. They're factory Pontiac wheels. But my dad's gonna put the factory Pontiac wheels back on my grandpa's car and then sell it. It's gonna be worth more that way anyway too, so. Cause my grandpa was gonna do like a candy apple red at first when he was starting to do it. Cause what he did was, he bought the car, then he started over to winter, in like spring, drove the car the way it was for like summer or whatever, and then that following winter or whatever, after him buying the car, he started tearing it down. I got into doing it with him and tearing it down. That's where I pulled my first motors out of that car. Because that car from the factory, my dad's car too. Both my dad's car and my grandpa's car. The reason why I say my dad's and grandpa's car, because they're a year apart. My dad's car is a 66. My grandpa's is a 67. Both came from the factory with a 326. And my grandpa pulled. Someone left their bag here. I'm just kind of looking through it. So me and my grandpa, we pulled the 326 out of his car because he was putting a 400 in it. And What the fuck? I'm hoping the owner of this fucking bag doesn't show up. I'll be like, hey, I'd ask if that's his bag, and he'd be like, yeah, why? I'll be like, hey, I'm just saying it shouldn't be sitting out in the weather like this because it's gonna rain tonight, and I know you got electronics in there. Or at least I got a feeling anyway, so, but whatever. Back to the car thing. So I pulled the 326 out. My grandpa just guided it so it didn't fucking swing back and hit the firewall or take the master cylinder and shit off the fucking firewall. See, I've heard stories of what motors do to firewalls when the fucking motor mounts break and get pushed back. My dad hit a deer 2 months, because my dad got his driver's license the day he turned 16, his birthday. Turned 16, got his license. 2 months later, out by the east side, Menards here in Green Bay, the east side Menards. And he's got Steins right there, right by the highway. And he's coming down to come towards like Mason Street on the highway. He had his car, my dad's Le Mans. Fucking smokes a deer, totals the car. Car's technically on paper totaled, because the A-pillar on the driver's side's twisted. I've told you guys the story of why shit, when A-pillars and shit get damaged, so. Kills the deer, totals the car. Gets it home. He gets home. He has to get a ride from someone. Gets home. Gets my grandpa, his dad. Like, hey, we got to go get my car. And grandpa was like, why? I said, or he's like, where is it? Sitting on the on-ramp they come back this way on 43 over, on the on-ramp by Menards. It's like, why is it sitting there? What happened? Or whatever. Said I hit a deer, and I think the car is drunk. He hit the deer hard enough because he didn't have mirrors on the outside of the car at the time, because they weren't really required like how they are now. So then they go get the car. It fucking fucked the whole driver's side of the front end up. It busted up the grill, twisted the bumper, fucked the driver's fender up, fucked the hood up, shoved the motor back, the radiator into the motor, fucked the radiator up because the motor was running. So my dad's got a manual fan on his car, so it tore the radiator shit and all the shit, and so. Well, anyway, guys, I'm going to end the video here, and I got to get home, so. But I'll see you guys in the next video.